Where Flows the Creek, a romp in the eDimension by David Colin Carr, narrated by Becky Parker. Rumbling. Where have I wandered? For whom and for what? Through years and through weather, it seems I forgot why I was sent, what was the need. As I awaken, I sense something to heed. It still is not clear what I lost while I slept, while I drowsed and caroused, while I crept and I leapt. Although I was haunted, the treasures undaunted, still sharp and pristine as a high mountain peak, wherever it's hiding, there I must seek. The ravens' whispered warning rumored through the meadow, "Rowan's fallen prey to a ponder again." "I fear it's feeding on his mind," the lynx hissed. "His walk is unbalanced, his movements are brackish," a chipmunk chirped. "It's hard to interpret his turbid speech," a coney whined. "Best to leave him be," the raven fretted as she spread the news. "Every distraction deepens its clutch." "You can see him aging day by day," growled the coyote. "He's losing his power to resist these afflictions." "Remember his last ponder? It cast a pall over the whole valley," the bighorn ram brayed. And the blue grouse strutted about. "It hunkered down like a winter fog," it groused. "Yes, the last ponder erupted with the current canes in spring," the raven croaked poetic. "It ripened alongside their ruby clusters in July's heat." She paused to let the metaphor increase the majesty of her knowledge. "But then it clung tenaciously, even when their dry leaves scattered." The blue jay, unwilling to be outdone once again, screeched, "But it did wither with winter's storms." Despite the neighborhood concerns, the new ponder began to dissolve on its second morning, as a late autumn snowfall snuck through the crack between night and day. Melting over his forehead, a soft clump found form in his dream as his mother's wake-up kiss, then dribbled away. In his disheveled pine-needle bed, Rowan turned toward her languidly. A dawn, vacant as desert, responded sullenly to his smile. He yawned, uncrinked his neck, wrapped his cloak tighter, and snuggled deeper. But beneath the pewter-dull clouds, a ragged remnant of dream still flapped teasingly. Rowan blinked indignantly to latch the door that protects night images against the insistence of daylight. Stretching, he refilled the body he'd abandoned during his night's adventure. Under the drab coverlet of a sky preparing for winter, he withdrew again. A plump cluster refused to let him sleep. He swung his legs over the branch and sat up, spewing needles that sprightened the white coat gathering below. The texture of his world had shifted. More than the softness of fresh snow on the scratchy dryness of summer, more than the glide of season into season, a night of relentless dreams had worn down some bonds of his familiar fixicity. The raven, circling playfully, scrawled out and descended, coming to perch next to him. "Oh, mavening!" Rowan's voice was climbing across the gravel of a dry creek. "Can you believe?" Her head tossed out a laugh, in case anyone was hiding in the brush. "I just caught an uncouth raccoon slinking up my oak. Must have been hoping for eggs Benedictine or a juicy chick tenderloin. They're the only species I know that wouldn't blush at eating crow in public. I hid in the leaves above, still as a lizard. I watched her climb. As she poised to pounce,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?